Hola, this is Kapypacha with the weekly Paleo report for October 3rd of 2018. And, I don't know, it just finished raining. We don't get all the water in the frickin' rivers around here for nothing. I don't think I'm going to leave my yard. Go down there and get all soaked and full of mud. Look at this, you see the dragonfly over there and the butterfly. Yeah, baby. Oh, there goes the dragonfly. See how close I can get up to the butterfly. Look at it. A little feisty. Oh, there he goes. Anyway, this is an astrology report. Let's get down to it. The moon is in late degrees of Cancer right now. And that is going to stay for just a few more hours because today she moves into Leo. Look at that tree across the street, man. It's gorgeous. I love those yellow hanging flowers. Anyway, yeah, she moves into Leo. When what's she going to do? She's going to square Uranus, okay, you know. Just before now, right now, she's trying Jupiter. No wonder I woke up feeling great this morning. It's very nice when you wake up feeling great. She moves into Leo, and then on Friday, okay, you know, after, you know, her transit conjuncting the north node of the moon and all that happy stuff, opposing Mars and squaring Venus, she goes into Virgo, okay, on Friday. And on Friday is a bit of a turning point because what? Venus stations and goes retrograde. Yes, indeed. And she's going to be retrograde for 40 days. It's like 40 days out in the desert. All right, so get ready. I'm sure, you know, everybody's talking about it. You're going to be hearing a lot more about the underworld. She's in Scorpio. She's actually spending, well, it's like since the beginning of September, she has been square Mars. And it's a 6-week Venus square Mars, beginning of September, okay, until the middle of October. This is just like really, yeah. And she actually is also stationing, all right, at the 11th degree of Scorpio for, you know, 10 days, yeah, from September 28th till October 12th. Venus is at the same degree. I'm going to read the Sabian symbol. Yeah, for that degree, very powerful, very powerful. She sits there and goes retrograde. She will go back retrograde all the way into Libra. All right, but then let's keep moving here because on Sunday, the moon moves into Libra. And, you know, she's going to be closing the month. So we have this, you know, balsamic moon. Okay, she's waning, getting smaller and smaller and smaller in preparation for the new moon that is happening on Monday. Yeah, and it's a powerful new moon over there in Libra. And it's, you know, well, you know, the moon moves on to square Saturn, trines Mars. And then on Tuesday, Mercury goes into Scorpio. Look at those coconuts. Give you a good close-up of coconuts right there. I'm going to grab some of those. We can call this the coconut report. We got the banana report, the coconut report. Anyway, let's just look at what's going on, you know, with all of this good, happy stuff. I will look at the camera and discuss the mantra for this week, the energy that's coming up here, and we are in, you know, for quite a little bit of time with this Venus retrograde. 40 days in the desert. Not exactly the desert, but the underworld. Okay, anyway, talk soon. All right, everybody. I'm just going to sit here and read to you a little bit today of the Sabian symbols. First of all, we are closing up, okay, a lunar cycle that began with the new moon in Virgo. Okay, you may recall, and it was at the 18th degree of Virgo. And that 18th degree, the Sabian symbol is a Ouija board. A Ouija board. The ability to contact deeper recesses of the unconscious psyche and sensitiveness to psychic intimations and omens. So this is almost like a preparation, okay, for this Venus descent into the underworld. The stage is kind of set now for us to go into, become more sensitive to the subtle currents of energy happening beneath the layers of our conscious ego. Venus in Scorpio, Jupiter in Scorpio. This is, you know, the journey into the underworld. Going to be joined by the sun, yeah, you know, coming up later. But, you know, this is, we're kind of, yeah, we're in process. We're in process. And these processes began, of course, in our past lives, but then they also began, you know, this lifetime was carried forward into our childhood. We weren't born yesterday. We've all got a past. And Venus, you know, moving through Scorpio, Jupiter moving through Scorpio. I mean, I called this year, all right, the year of alchemical transformation through death and resurrection. We need to be talking about Scorpio a lot these next few weeks. Yeah, maybe for the next couple of months. Maybe for the rest of our lives. Anyway, so that set the stage. Now, okay, now the interesting thing is if we go back almost exactly a year, October 5th, if you recall, of 2017, that was the Venus-Mars conjunction in Virgo, okay, that began this cycle. So Venus and Mars came together, okay, in Virgo, and Venus moves faster than Mars, okay, so she did a first quarter square, okay, then came around into an opposition, and now she's coming into the third quarter square, right? So I talked about this third quarter square going on for 6 weeks because she, you know, is stationing right as Mars is coming up. So the roots, okay, you know, of this cycle were set, okay, a year ago. And you may, you know, issues, okay, relationship issues, financial issues, job issues, anything that has to do with sharing resources, values, money, sexuality and intimacy, power. Scorpio is about sharing power, merging together. Yeah, so it's just, you know, these kinds of issues, okay, are, you know, we're all going to be dealing with here with, you know, with this Venus retrograde. The great thing is, okay, that conjunction happened, all right, at the 20th degree of Virgo. A caravan of cars headed to the West Coast. The need of cooperative effort in reaching any new world experience. Cooperation, uniting, merging, connecting in order to get, okay, to this West, to the new world, okay, to the new future. It's combining resources, combining our energy. Yeah, you know, I mean, intercourse, you know, is combining our bodies to create babies, right? You know, I mean, and that is definitely a new future, right? So very, you know, really something. And then we have, coming up, this, I don't want to read that one yet. Venus stationing, like I said, from September 28th till October 12th at the same degree. It's like she's just sitting right there, okay? Boing. Where is she sitting? She's sitting at the 11th degree. A drowning man is being rescued. The keynote is the deep concern of the social group for the safety of individuals. again, cooperation, coming together, okay, and, you know, and I'm going to talk about what that all involves, but the last Sabian symbol I want to, you know, bring to you is the symbol for the new moon. The symbol for the new moon is a little trickier, yeah? It sets the tone for the next month. It's at the 16th degree of Libra. After a storm, a boat landing stands in need of reconstruction. The need to keep in operation steady links between the vast unconscious and the ego consciousness. So this is where we are. This is the energy that is now, okay, that we are in. And it is an energy of raising up, okay, from the depths of our past. Scorpio, all the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, all have to do with letting go of the past. And of course, these memories come up. They trigger fears and insecurities. And what do we need to get over? Let's look at the polarities. What's opposite Scorpio? Taurus. Taurus is our ability to love ourselves, be self-sufficient, take care of ourselves. If that's weak, and how many of us is that weak in, right? You know, how many of us really, you know, have, you know, unconditional self-love? Not so many that I've met, yeah? Wherever we feel inadequate, okay, or, you know, incapable or unworthy, okay, it creates fear. We have a hard time trusting. We don't want to attract predators. We don't want to be taken for a ride or manipulated or exploited. And this is like a requirement, okay, you know, for really exposing ourselves, asking for our needs to be met, standing up for ourselves, and confronting. What is Scorpio? Forces beyond our control. Jeffrey Wolf Green, founder of Evolutionary Astrology, I'll never forget it. What is, you know, Scorpio? It's about power. And he says, there is power in what I know and can control, and powerlessness in what I don't know and I can't control. Like I said, so many planets are in Libra through Pisces right now. We are all going to be dealing with forces beyond our control for the next few weeks, couple of months. We cannot control our intimate partners. We cannot control other people, other people's money, other people's values or what they believe or what they're going after. This is a time of dealing with greed, with jealousy, with resentment. Okay, you know, with, you know, this, you know, I don't want to be manipulated, but then I can also, in my past, let's look at the other opposition. Mars in Aquarius is opposite Leo. Leo, okay, it's my show, I'm the king, I'm the queen. You know, these polarities of Taurus and Leo can also indicate conditions and situations where we have gotten overconfident or overly selfish or overly protective or just unaware of other people, other people's needs, other people's money, other people's values, other people's hearts, and done our own thing in our own time, in our own way. And now the third quarter square is about it's coming back. So this is a tremendous time, okay, of receiving input. And whether it is through counseling, through your intimate partnerships, through your business relationships, you know, through your Facebook friends or your reputation. I mean, this is just really such a time of reflection, reflecting on who I am, what I have done, how it's being received or rejected by others, and how I can improve, do better. Let go of some of my ego consciousness and really receive the input. Listen. Venus in the feminine is about listening. Okay, she rules the eardrums and listening. You know, it's like time to listen. Great time for counseling. Great time for therapy. And what is that? It can be scary, right? It can be scary. I mean, how is it when your partner says, I think, you know, we need to go to counseling? You know? Or better yet, I think you need to go have some therapy and have some counseling, you know, right? You know, or how is it when, you know, our partner, our intimate partner says, I want to, you know, explore my sexuality. You know, again, these are really personal. What else is it? Shared money. Yeah, you know, your partner comes and says, you know, I got a charge card in your name, you know, or your business partners, you know, people that you've shared money to or loaned money to and they can't pay you back, or they just, you know, won't pay you back. You get ripped off. This is a time of, like, you know, losing. And we just want to, you know, this loss, okay, is, you know, part of an evolutionary process. Letting go and reaching out for more. So it is also a very creative time. Mars in Aquarius is reaching for raising the bar. Greater consciousness, greater awareness, greater objectivity. It's about the needs of the group. It's about the needs of the relationship. It's about the needs of the kids. It's about the needs of the planet. It's just like, you know, this is really, I want to say, creative tension. The square is creative tension. I want to really see this as a super powerful time. It can hurt becoming aware of how we have hurt other people and we need to forgive ourselves, or how we have been hurt and we need to forgive other people, because we're all in this boat together. We're all sailing the ships together. This is such a great time. You know, I mean, I don't want to, you know, get into, you know, the rescuer, but, you know, that Sabian symbol, okay, of a drowning man being rescued. It wasn't by an individual, it was by the group coming together to save the drowning man. This is us coming together, caring for each other's hearts, caring for each other's lives, and it involves kind of getting over self-interest, getting over, you know, my own money, power, fame, reputation, sexual gratification, you know, ego needs and desires, in order to, like, really be there for somebody. So this is where love can really happen. Venus in Scorpio wants soul union, deep love. Scorpio, Venus. Wow. So the potential, the possibility here is to get rid of, okay, the past, get rid of the fears, get rid of the hurts, get rid of the pains, you know, listen, and really, this is just like, it can be such a beautiful time. It's just a time of really, like I said, you know, being careful. And that brings me to what? The mantra. The expansion of my consciousness can be a dangerous affair, where hearts get hurt and lives can get lost. So I really need to take care. This new moon happening at that degree, okay, of, you know, a pier. You know, a pier is where we, you know, we go out to get in a boat to go out into the sea. And the sea represents the collective unconscious, Neptune, Pisces, the ocean of the collective unconscious. Okay, and I am stepping out onto, this is, the farthest I can go. I have to leave the safety and security of the land to get in my boat. And when there's a storm, this can be, the storm, this can be the public, this can be news coming, this can be economic news, this can be, more exposures of, gluttony or greed or, leadership, falling or whatever. And it's a time where, it can really bring us together to repair and rebuild, that pier, so that we can extend ourselves and go further out into the sea of spirit, the collective unconscious, that holds within it every potential. That is the realm of spirit. So it's a time. It's a beautiful time. It's a sensitive time. That Ouija board, we're all getting, becoming more sensitive. And as we become more sensitive, we can be more easily hurt, but we can also be more easily fulfilled and fertilized, so that we expand into a more powerful, beautiful expression of ourselves, like those flowers behind us. I think of the pouring rain. It has been just pouring frickin' rain around here, and these flowers, just think, man, the seed's got to break out of that, break out of the safety of its shell, and and sprout, and then get exposed to too much sun or wind or rain, get drowned out, or eaten by some animal because it's vulnerable and fresh. And I mean, what it takes for a flower to blossom. And if you think about it, man, the environment can be pretty harsh. And yeah, we can be, dealing with storms. We have been dealing with storms, right? In many places of the world, our peers are in need of repair. So let's come together right now. Over me. I think I have to do a song for every Pele report now these days, It's great. One more time. Don't want to keep you. Let's go with the mantra. Just repeat this self, and just shh. And it's also, be careful with ourselves. Don't be too hard on yourself. If you've messed up, hurt somebody, apologize. Admit it. Own it. There's nothing more beautiful than, like having somebody come up to you, and say they're sorry. It's just like your heart just like opens and goes, "Oh, thank you. That feels so good." And that's, that repairs, that repairs. That's healing. Super great time for healing. Venus retrograde. Looking at the upside. One last time. The expansion of my consciousness can be a dangerous affair, where hearts are hurt and lives are lost. So I really need to take care. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Namaste, aloha, so much love.